Good morning, everyone. This is Karl F Rose recording live from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Saturday, June 5th, 2021. And before we get into this, let me play my music here. Okay, oops. Okay, now let me get into my disclaimer here. Okay, if you're 13 years old or younger, please leave this podcast now. These podcasts are not intended for targeted for children in any way, shape, or form. So if you're 13 years or younger, please leave now. Okay, good morning. This is Karl F Rose recording from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Saturday, June 5th, 2021. And today I want to talk about the recent events concerning all the leaked emails and stuff coming out from Dr. Fauchi. And it sure appears that there's something bigger going on. And I'm going to use the word alleged because there's nothing, he hasn't, I'm not going to convict him based on, like a mob rule kind of thing, or anything like that. If there's going to be a trial, it needs to be done. It needs to be done legally, and that sort of thing. It needs to be done in a court of law and that sort of thing. But it sure appears that Dr. Fauci not only knew more than he talked about, but he also misled the American people. It appears, he allegedly lied to Congress, which is a crime in and of itself. And just a lot of things. For the last year or so, with everyone living in misery, and this has really damaged a lot of people, especially people like me, who suffers, some from depression and anxiety and that, just being shut in all the time. When some doctors are saying that actually going outside and getting the vitamin D fought off the condition. I'll call it the condition because there are certain words I can't say here. Yeah, it just seems to be a big mess. And my question to you is that do you feel that he should be prosecuted, tried and prosecuted and in a court of law and determine whether or not he's guilty of a lot of these allegations? Because it sure seems like there's something fishy going on. And as far as I'm concerned, for living the way we've had to live in the last year or so, I think there should be some looking into it. But unfortunately, the current administration is really friendly to Dr. Fauci, and the chances of that are pretty much slim to none. But it's in my view that it needs to be looked into. And I know if number 45 were still sitting behind the desk where he should be, there would be not only would he be fired right now, but there would be an investigation and looking into criminal charges against this so-called doctor, because I don't even think he's a doctor. I mean, I'm sure he's earned a degree or something, but what he allegedly done and what he allegedly knew, because I need to say the word allegedly, because there's no there's no official investigation. There's no official charges or anything. So it's all based on email. So everything is all allegedly. But it's looking bad for Dr. Fauci, and I think this needs to be. Personally, I think investigation needs to be started quickly, move quickly, and because the longer it drags on, the more chances are he's just going to get away with just not only messing with the lives of the American people and lying to Congress, which he allegedly did. This is a worldwide thing. He's messed up a lot of people's lives across the globe, allegedly. You're going to hear that word allegedly a lot, because there are nothing's official yet. But it's in my opinion that he needs to. Not only does he need to be removed from his position, but he needs to be. The investigators need to really dig into it and take a look at it. But it's kind of nice to know that I had my birthday recently, and I was able to go out, no mask or anything. I even walked to my favorite place to eat a few days after my birthday. Didn't have to wear a mask inside. There was no requirements on none of this garbage that's going on, and it was really nice. Last year was absolutely miserable. On my birthday, we had a governor's order, and I couldn't even leave the apartment on my birthday, so I was pretty well ticked off. It ruined a whole year of photography for me, because I like to do photographies and videos. Things are finally starting to open up, and I'm getting more stuff done. But anyway, I'm getting off the point of Dr. Fauci in a way, but what he did, he basically, for me personally, he's messed up a whole year of my life. And I don't appreciate that, and I'm sure there are millions of other people who feel the same way. So anyway, that's the question of the day. Please be sure to share, put your comments. This is going to go on my YouTube channel, Carl's Corner Podcast, and even in the podcast here. If you have any comments on that, what do you think about Dr. Fauci? Should he be fired? Should he be prosecuted? And how do you feel how things went on in the last year? How were you affected for the last year or so with all these lockdowns? To me, it was a horrible nightmare. So anyway, I will end on that. I hope to see your questions. Oh, also, be sure to follow my other channels. I have got a cat channel all about Job, and then my main channel under my name, Karl Rose. Be sure to hit subscribe to those channels and hit the bell and for notifications when I do uploads on those channels too. And we will talk to you next Saturday. And let me just end on some music here. Okay, well, that'll do it for today, and we will talk to you next week. Have a good week.